Hello, everyone. Um, okay, we are going to make this video about a very, very crucial topic, which is the crucifixion of Jesus Isa alayhi salam. The Christian and Muslims are very, very on the same page almost,
Mm,
except this issue. Right?
yeah.
We both accept Jesus as a Messiah,
Yeah.
and we both believe that he will be coming to save the world
Mm,
in the end times, right?
yeah.
But Muslims say in the Quran, it says that وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ,
Mm,
that he was not killed nor crucified,
yeah.
right? But Allah raised him. But what Christian believe is what? Tell me.
Christians say that he was crucified and he died,
Right,
and then he was resurrected
right.
3 days later.
They believe that he died physically.
Yeah.
The body died, and then he was
Resurrected.
taken, resurrected, and then taken to up there to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But so we're gonna cover that. But before we start, right, I did a lot of research on this topic, almost more than a year research, and I came up with something. But there are a couple of concepts that we must understand the right way. If not, then this thing is not gonna solve,
Yeah.
which it didn't. So all these years, right? A lot of people are like still fighting over this. That what happened actually, nobody knows. So let's talk about it. I made this page, a small document clarifying things in writing so that I can, itemize it one by one. So let's explain these things first. The number one thing is that our body, this body, let's see, okay, where the heck I am. I gone from here. Okay, let me share the screen first, please. I just made a mistake. Okay, now it's okay. So this is the document, and let's go over with these things. Oh, come on, man. Okay, so number one thing is that we need to understand that how the construction of the human being is, right? So this is the body that
Yeah.
we think that this is we are. This body is that the human being is this body, right?
Yeah.
Which is a wrong concept, basically. The body is of a thing of a time and a space. Means the body, it acquires some space, and body grows over time.
Yeah.
Right. So baby born, and then from there to 70 years, every single day. With time, it grows up, right? So the body is a thing of a time and space. So it is written here, like it's actually a house where a human lives for a specific time.
Yeah.
So why is that? We will see in a little bit. Okay, the second thing that you need to understand is, let me see if I can show you this area here. So Surah Mulk, it says, Tabarakallah biyadihil mulku wa huwa kulli shay'in qadir, allazi khalaqal mauta wal hayata. These two words,
Yeah.
maut and hayat. What does that mean? We must understand that.
Yeah.
Right? So maut, the hayat, first explain that the hayat is the life force that keeps bodily functions active, also known as soul.
Yeah.
The presence of soul is hayat, and because of this hayat, our heart beats, blood flows, right? And breathing process, lung works, right? And just the opposite is death. Now, the death means, and the other word used in the Quran is maut.
Mauta.
الذي خلق الموت والحياة. So mauta ya maut is when the body stop functioning, like heartbeat stop, blood flowing stop, and breathing process stop. Everything else is stop.
Yeah.
So the body is now dead. The soul is gone. Right? But there is another thing. These two things every animal also have. Cat, dog, horse, donkey, everyone, lion, right? They also have a body and a soul.
Yeah.
The body is alive. When the soul is gone, the body dies. But human being has something else which the other living things don't. They don't have.
No.
What is that? That is a spirit. Remember the Quranic ayah that Allah says that when I made the human being, and then when I blow my spirit into it, then you go to, and prostrate. So that is the spirit, is the third ingredient in the human life. And that is in our body. That is the real human being, actually. And it is of no time and space. It doesn't require any space, and time means nothing. It's in the spirit, the ruh, can be on the earth 1 second, and then the seventh sky, on the seventh sky, the next second. It wouldn't take any time for a spirit to go there, right? So, but we do require time. This body needs time to go from point A to point B. So we are time in the body is time and space, but the spirit is not time and space, and that's why. Now we already talked about these different videos that Allah sent human being for a test in this world. So the world Allah created, this world, like here I wrote down here, the planet Earth is of time and space. Everything here is time and space. A tree grows, and then it takes time and it takes space. Right. So every single thing is time and space. So when a spirit need to be, like sent here in the planet of Earth for the test, it also had to be of a time and space thing. Right. So what Allah did is that Allah created a body and made it alive, and then put the human being in it, and then sent him
down
on on earth. Like there's a hadith, right? When the baby is in the mother's womb, right? The first is like just a small piece of meat, then the bone comes, and then the arms and legs and everything, right? And after a certain time, so many days, then the ruh comes inside. So that is the body is prepared, a small baby, alive, right, breathing and all of that, and then the ruh comes from sky, and then now that human being comes out into the world, and then lives 70, 80 years, whatever the time period of his or her examination, and then he goes back, and the body dies. Human being never dies. That the concept need to be clear, that body dies, but not the human. So the human are made of a spirit that lives in a body, which is a house. This is our house. We live in this house, right? The planet Earth is of time and space. Now, in Arabic language, some words that we need to be aware of, that, for example, a mauta means death. Mauta or maut. Allazi khalaqal mauta wal hayata, right? So the hayata is life, and mauta is death. Death. And another thing is that there is another word, just like mauta, fauta, or faut, right? That means escaping from one point to some other point. Anything escaping from one point. So let me show you the ayah for that, and you will understand that if it opens somewhere here. Because we really need to clarify these concepts. If not, then it is. See here, in Surah Saba, it says, "Walau tara is fazi'u fala fauta wa ukhizu min makanin qarib." Fala fauta. Then so that they cannot escape. Right. If you see them, that they will be here. The meaning is that, and if you could see when they are terrified at the day of judgment. But there is no escape. Fauta means escape. Mauta means body dies. So what is fauta? The body dies, and fauta is, what is fauta and when it happened? That's the question, right? Now we start a different Quranic ayah to clarify this thing, and then we talk about the Jesus on the cross. Now this Surah Al Imran, Allah is talking about in ayah 55. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إذ قال الله يا عيسى إني متوفيك ورافعك إلي ومطهرك من الذين كفروا وجاعل الذين اتبعوك فوق الذين كفروا إلى يوم القيامة ثم إلي مرجعكم فأحكم بينكم فيما كنتم فيه تختلفون. So what does that mean, that متوفيك ورافعك? Here, that fauta word is involved in this mutawafika, right? So means that Allah says that I will take you first, or you will escape from your body and you will come to me, but I will also rafiuka, I will raise you up as well. So Allah don't have to use these two words if they are not for two different things. So basically, remember that this mutawafika means Allah is taking something first, and then Allah is raising his body towards himself.
Yeah.
Rafioka is the raising the body. So what he is taking first is the ruh, the spirit. It will be clarified in the next ayah. So this is how it happened, right? Next ayah, one by one, they are all scattered, but once I finish, you understand. Now, Allah, here's another Surah Zumar, very, very important ayah for this concept of what happened to Jesus on the cross. That A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Allahu yatawaffal anfusa hina mautiha wallati lam tamut fi manamiha. What is manamiha? They're sleeping, when they are sleeping. And mautiha, when they're dead, when somebody dies. So Allah says yatawaffa, that the same word, faut. So what yatawaffa? So Allah, let's talk, read in English. It is Allah who takes away the soul. Now here, the soul is a wrong translation. It should be spirit here. If soul goes, then person dies permanently. But this is, you will see it just now, that it's not permanent. Allah takes away the soul at the time of their death. Of course, when a body dies, the spirit goes and the soul also goes. Both goes and never come back. Body dies and body goes to the grave. That is death. Maut. But the fault is what? When Allah says that yatawaffa, I will fault the spirit part at the time of, he does that two different occasions. The first occasion is that when a person dies, means the body dies and goes into the grave. The second time it says wallati, and the one that the death is not, the time of death is not there. Then what happened is that Allah takes the spirit when a person is sleeping, manamiha, fi manamiha, right here. And those that die not during their sleep, die not during their sleep. So Allah takes the spirit during a person sleeping. During the sleep of a person is sleeping, and then Allah takes the soul. So that happened. But that spirit will come back and person will wake up in the morning. Right? So the two things happen. Yatawaffa means the fault of the spirit. The spirit goes out of our body, two different occasions. One at the time of our death, that will be once for all. But every night that also happens. This phenomenon has also happened, that our spirit goes away, then we are sleeping. We are alive. We are alive. We are not dead. The body functions, and the mouth is not. The heart is beating, the blood, and all of that is working. But then in the morning, the spirit comes back, and person wakes up. Right? So that happens. So the fault can happen two different occasions. It's clear? This is very important. Just remember that. Now I'm gonna just randomly going different then to prove the point. Different ayat of the Quran. Now, Kul yatawaffakum malakul mauti. Malak means angel. Maut is death. So the angel of death comes and do what? Tawaffa. Right? So let's read in English the translation. Say the angel of death will take you who has been entrusted with you. So angel of death. So when the angel of death comes, he kill the body. Right? So body dies, but he takes you back to Allah. So what is you?
Spirit.
The spirit. So you, the original human being, the time is up on the face of the earth. So you need to go. Right? Your time for examination is up. So Allah says, okay, kill the body, or the house, destroy the house, send him into grave, and then take a person back to me. Bring the person back to me. So the ruh part, angel comes and takes it away. Right? This is in this ayah, and then the next ayah, let's go. هو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل and Allah is the one that takes you away in the nighttime, bil-layli, wa ya'lamu ma jarahatum, and He knows whatever you've been doing all day long. Right? Every day we sleep and then we wake up in the morning, we do all the work and this and that, so many different activities, and then we go back to sleep again in the nighttime. So every night Allah takes you away. So here in English, it is He who takes your, I'm not going to read its soul, I'm going to read its spirit because it's wrong. So spirit by night when you are asleep and has knowledge of all that you have done by day. And, until the end of. Okay, now let me read it then. Then He wakes you up again that a term appointed. So you can finish. Your time of death has not come right now. So Allah send the spirit back that you go and finish your time on earth, and He wakes up in the morning again.
Yeah.
That's much clear. Now let's next ayah. And also this one is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إذ يغشيكم النعاس آمنة منه وينزل عليكم من السماء ماء ليطهركم به. Allah also in this ayah, it says Surah Anfal. It's about the battle of Badr. It says that remember, Allah saying, remember when He covered you with a slumber. So who put you to sleep? Who give you the sleeping conditions? Allah said that I covered you with the sleep as a security at that day, the day of the battle of Badr. Right? So they were tired, they were this, so Allah put them to sleep, all of them, so that they can refresh for the fight. Just before the fight, Allah did that. So now you understand that Allah can do at will to anyone, to you, to me. Allah want me to go to sleep right now and not see the thing that I would see otherwise. Then Allah put me on sleep. Like for example, there is a hadith that Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he went to see some marriage activity somewhere, right? And but he stayed under a tree for a little bit, and Allah put him to sleep because Allah didn't want him to go there and see. Twice that happened, and he understand that, okay, no, you see, Allah doesn't want me to go and see that, so he didn't try again. That's happened. So Allah did that, right? So you keep that in mind. And next ayah here, I will also this one, it will clarify that difference between fault and maut, right? So here, yes, Allah says that واللاتي ياتين الفاحشة من نسائكم فاستشهدوا عليهن أربعة منكم فإن شهدوا فأمسكوهن في البيوت حتى يتوفاهن الموت. So let's read in English. Both words are here, fault and maut. So let's read in English that bring against them four witnesses from among you, and if they testify, confine the guilty woman to houses until death takes them, or Allah ordained for them another way. Means death will take them away back to Allah. So death takes the body to grave and also the spirit to Allah. So the body going to grave is death, and the spirit going to Allah is fault. The other one is maut. Body, maut, spirit, fault. Clear? More ayat to clarify this whole thing. I just showed you this one. Walau tara is faziu fala fauta. And if you can see them, that when they are very terrified, then there will be no escape. They will be running around here at the Day of Judgment, right? People were running around, terrified. They were to go, where how we can get get away with this thing, azab thing. But Allah says, sorry. And then this surah here. Now this is the main surah that is the a big, like, it's not a problem, but this is a big issue between Muslim and Christians. What is that? It is in Surah Nisa, ayat number 157. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وقولهم إن قتلنا المسيح عيسى ابن مريم رسول الله. This Rasulullah is, they are not saying what is qala. وقولهم, see, and they are saying Inna qatalna al-Masiha, we killed the Messiah. And the Jewish people knew that nobody can kill the Messiah.
Yeah.
In their books, it says that you cannot kill the prophet or a Messiah. You can kill you can kill the prophet, but not a messenger.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Yeah.
So they are Allah saying that they are claiming, Christians, Jews at the time, that we killed the Messiah, who the son of Mary, who Allah says, how can they kill a Rasulullah? Can they kill a Rasulullah? No. Nobody ever in the past killed a Rasulullah. They can messenger. Yeah. Rasulullah means messenger. Prophet means just a prophet. Nabi. Nabi is Arabic word is Nabi, and English is prophet. Then Allah clearly said that Wama qataluhu wama salabu. They did not kill him or crucified him. This is where Muslims get confused. Right? Walakin shubbiha lahum. But they had a doubt. There was the situation was doubtful that is he dead? Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he alive? They were not sure. Right? Some people will say that he's dead, but then some people were confused that he was claiming to be a Messiah. Then how can Messiah can die? If he's a Messiah, he cannot die. How you can saying that he's dead? But some people said, "Oh, he's dead," because they had no way to confirm that the death. وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ اخْتَلَفُوا فِيهِ لَفِي شَكٍّ مِّنْهُ and وَمَا لَهُمْ بِهِ مِنْ عِلْمٍ إِلَّا اتِّبَاعَ الظَّنِّ وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا. See the emphasis on what? They did not kill him. What happened? That they say Allah saying that the maut didn't happen. Death, the physical body didn't die.
Yeah.
In the whole thing, there is no word of fault here. Right?
Yeah.
But Allah saying that the physical body biologically never died. They didn't kill him. That was the claim is. But the Christian claims the other voice, right? Christian claim that the body dies and then he resurrected and then Allah took him away, right?
Yeah.
But then there is another Sheikh Imran Hussain. He made a video and tried to explain that. But this Christian guy, David Wood, you know him, right? So he twisted the whole thing because Sheikh Imran Hussain was not very clear. He was clear in his mind, but he couldn't convey the message properly. And David Wood took it and then twisted the whole thing. So let's watch that video a little bit so you will understand that where David Wood is wrong and what Imran Hussain is trying to say, and then I will complete this video by clarifying that what actually happened. This is the
discusses the crucifixion of Jesus. It begins by saying that Jesus only appeared to die, which sounds like the standard Islamic narrative.
When they saw him die on the cross,
this is Imran Hussain explaining.
They were convinced he could not have been the Messiah. What they did not know was that Allah made it appear to them.
See that piece that walakin shubbiha lahum, that Allah made appear to them that he is dead.
Yeah.
That he was crucified.
But then he clarifies what it really means to be crucified and what it really means to die. First, crucifixion.
He know that he's clarifying that, but he understand it wrong. But watch.
What's the definition of crucifixion?
Crucifixion definition.
It is that you should die by hanging on the cross.
So
that must happen. Then you can say that the person is crucified.
Yeah.
If a person is hang on the cross and then take it down, the people take him down, but he never died, you cannot say
he was crucified.
That he was crucified. Because the crucifixion is not the action of putting him on the cross, but the crucifixion is the way to carry out a death sentence that the judge give to someone, right? Just says that, okay, this person need to be dead. So now the people have choice, right? Like today we have choice, electric shock, electric chair, lethal injection, behead, hang, right? So many different ways, right? So that time, the worst way to kill someone or carry out a death sentence was the crucifixion. But when Allah claiming that Wama Salabuhu, Muslim Ummah, that most of the Muslim scholars think that he was not hanged on the cross. That is a wrong concept. He was there. He was Jesus on the cross, but he never died physically. The body never died. He was all the way alive, and he was taken down alive. That's what it is. That's what.
Fiction isn't simply nailing someone to a cross, it's the person dying by nailing him to a cross.
Right?
But what does it mean to die?
Die. What?
What is the definition of death? The definition of death is that Allah should send the angel to take the soul and not return it.
Okay. Here, he is a little bit wrong,
Yeah.
saying that Allah sent the angel to take the soul and not return it. Actually, he should say that the spirit. Soul is also go there, but the main thing is that spirit. When the death happens, the real human goes back. And that real human is the spirit.
Yeah.
The soul is just the electric force, the electric current that keep the body alive,
Yeah.
which is gone also, right, at the time of death. The body dies and goes in the qabr. Watch.
Is there anyone who differs with me?
No, sir.
To die, to really die, is to have your soul taken away and not returned.
Not
This
soul,
is
spirit.
important for what he's about to say, so he repeats it.
The definition of death is that Allah should take the soul and not return it. Can Allah take a soul and return it? Tell the schoolboy, go back and study the Quran.
Okay. This is also, there is a little bit wrong here, that when soul is taken away, it can never return.
Yeah.
Allah do not send the soul back. Soul means the electric current, the body dies and then it starts to deteriorate, right?
Yeah.
Body that, the body start to get rotten in a few hours.
Yeah.
Then how can that body revive? No, there is no way. That need to be going into the grave.
Yeah.
And if they're taking the soul of it, right? But the spirit can go while you're sleeping, still alive, all day, 8 hours sleep,
Yeah.
your body alive, but you are gone up there. And when the time to wake up in the morning, you come back and then boom, inside the body, and the body wakes up. That's what happens. But here he is mistaken also.
So, what does the Quran mean in Surah 4?
See, because of that he's not clarifying good thing, the thing like proper way, this David Wood is taking and twisting it.
From verse 157, when it says that Allah made it appear as if Jesus died. Get ready for an epic rant.
So then what did Allah do to make it appear that he died? Let me warn you. And my language is sometimes very harsh because that's the only language some people can understand.
Some people can only
He's very happy that,
understand
Sheikh
harsh
is, proving his point of view.
language. Got it, Sheikh. Thanks for the cosign on the unstoppable fire hose of sarcasm and mockery that is D. Wood.
Yeah, and you are
Don't
super.
come with this nonsense. Because it is not only pathetic nonsense, it is absolutely sinful to say that Allah, Allah called someone else to take the appearance of Nabi Isa alayhi salam, and that innocent man, innocent because he never claimed to be the Messiah, he was crucified.
So, the standard Islamic narrative.
Wait for judgment day with that nonsense.
Okay, that he is right. David Wood is right, saying that this is the general, the idea that Muslim has, that Allah replaces Jesus on the cross with somebody else. While the Quran or the Hadith, any Hadith book, do not mention such thing at all.
Yeah.
The replacement theory is nowhere to be found. Right? So why Ummah is saying there's another Gospel of Barnabas found later on somewhere, right? So they says, oh, look, this is what it is. No, but Quran and Hadith not saying it. Then why you are, claiming that Allah tried to deceive you and then switch the person? That's nonsense.
Pathetic nonsense. It's not there in the Quran. It's in your imagination.
He's 100%
That's why
right.
it is. And yet it took the world of Islam by storm. What a brainwash ummah we are today.
He ain't lying.
Well, then what happened? Well, then why don't you go to the Quran? Let the Quran explain rather than go on fancy flights of imagination.
See, this is what I'm trying to do. What he said, why don't you go to... Then I started to study the Quran very deeply.
Yeah.
And then I saw all of these ayahs and put together, and then the concept is clear what happened.
You're going to tell Allah on Judgment Day, you caused that man to assume the appearance of someone? And he who never claimed to be the Messiah, he was crucified. That is an act of injustice. You attributing injustice to Allah? What foolishness.
He's right. Absolute foolishness. But it's what Muslims tell me every single day.
Allah took his soul. They thought he...
Okay, now Allah took his spirit,
Spirit.
the real Jesus, the real Isa.
Mm.
Allah took that. Tawaffa, faut. So he is gone. Why? Because Allah wanted to take him away from the pain that he was in.
Yeah.
Right? When the ruh is not, when he is not there, the body is there. And even if the body is alive, let's say, for example, on the operation theater room, right?
Yeah.
On the table, a person is sleeping and you put the anesthesia, and after that you cut him. Would you feel anything?
No.
Is he dead?
No.
He's not dead. But he's not there either.
Yeah.
Right? He's not feeling any pain.
Mm.
That's exactly what Allah did to Isa alayhi salam. To save him from that pain, he took him away.
Yeah.
Right? And the body was still there, but it was breathing, alive.
Mm.
He never died. Wama qataluhu means he didn't die. Wama salabuhu means he didn't die as a cause of hanging
Crucifixion.
on the cross or
Yeah.
crucifixion.
Yeah.
So wama qataluhu yaqina at the end of that ayah says, Allah emphasizing that they never killed him physically.
Mm.
He was not dead.
Mm.
And also, this is in the Bible, one place it says that I will give you the miracle of Jonah,
Mm-hmm.
as the Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights,
Mm.
alive.
Mm.
Then I will give you the same miracle when they will try to kill me. Then I will be in the belly of the earth,
Mm.
alive 3 days and 3 nights. That is the book of Jonah, and that is the prediction that Jesus said himself. It's in the Bible,
Mm.
right? So that is also a proof that he never died.
Mm.
But now listen to this.
He was dead. They took out the body. They put the body in the cave. They sealed the cave. Allah returned the soul.
Right. So
Yes.
that when at the time of taking the body down,
Mm.
Jesus was alive
Yeah.
physically.
Mm.
Maut never happened.
Yeah.
Fought happened.
Yeah.
Allah took his spirit
Mm.
or himself.
Mm.
The Jesus, the spirit towards him, and then later on, when they put him in the
Tomb.
the tomb,
Mm.
then he took the body away from there as well. And he came out. The Bible claimed that he came out and then he talked and this and that. Right?
Yeah.
So none of that detail is in the Quran, so we don't talk about that.
Mm.
All we know is that Allah says that matawafika, first I'll take your ruh,
Mm.
then warafi'uka, then I will raise your body as well,
Yeah.
alive.
Mm.
That's what Allah was saying in that ayah. Let's finish this.
Simple as that. Nobody knew that the soul was returned. And Allah raised him.
So,
Now, this guy is thinking that what Imran Hussain is saying,
Mm.
that Jesus was dead
Mm.
and he's taken down,
Mm.
dead,
Yeah.
and then put him in the tomb, tomb. And from there, what happened there in the
Then
tomb? Allah returned the spirit, and then he became alive, and that is the claim that Jesus, the Christian have about the Jesus, that he died on the cross and then he resurrected.
Yeah.
Muslims saying that no, his body never died.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
Mm.
And this is what exactly happened. That Allah explained in the Surah Zumar ayah,
Mm.
that I take you, your soul, your,
Spirit.
not soul, the spirit, at the time of death and also at the time of sleeping. So a sleeping person is never dead. Right? So let's listen to him and finish it.
while Jesus was on the cross, Allah took his soul, meaning that he was dead in the biological sense.
Never, Imran Hussain never said that.
His body was taken down from the cross and put in the tomb, But then Allah returned Jesus' soul to his body, meaning he didn't die in the stricter sense the Sheikh is talking about.
No, he never died. The Sheikh is talking about that the body was still alive when they put him in the tomb. And then this is the ruh came back, and then the spirit came back, and the whole thing, the whole Jesus was raised up with the body alive.
He wasn't dead in the sense of Allah taking away the soul and not returning it. Allah did return his soul, so Jesus rose from biological death.
No,
But
this is where he is completely wrong, and this is what the Quran is denying as well. This is main point.
since so many Muslims have been indoctrinated with substitution theory, how about another warning, Sheikh?
But let me warn you one more time. If you stick with this theory of substitution, you are going to be in a pathetic state.
Okay, so I'm going to close this one. So you understand that what these the two arguing, right?
Yeah.
And we have here that this ayah, the qawlihim, inna qatalna al-masiha Isa ibn Maryama Rasulullah, wa ma qataluhu wa ma salabuhu, means they didn't kill him in any other way, or nor they kill him as a result of crucifixion. Crucifixion never happened because he never died there. He was taken down alive, and he was put in the tomb alive. The body was alive. It was hurt. He was in like the person like on the operation theater, like I said,
coma.
right, in the coma kind of thing, deep sleep. And then the Jesus Ruh himself, he came back in the body. Then he woke up. He walked around. He talked for a couple of days, and then Allah took him back towards himself. So this is exactly what happened in on the cross to Jesus. So this guy, if he ever see this video, he may understand what I'm thinking. You know, I showed you a different ayah. This is what happened. It is very important to show and then read what's the meaning, what is in the Quran, not just talking on your own. That's why I show all the time these ayahs, right? So Imran Hussain, what he's saying from himself, and then people take his words and twist them. You cannot twist the ayah of the Quran, right? So let me go back one more time. If somebody has an objection, then this is what Allah does all the time, every night, to everyone. What? Allahu yatawaffal anfusa hina mautiha. Yatawaffa, anfusa means the spirit, at the time of death. Wallati lam tamut. And those that they're not supposed to be dead at that time, fi manamiha, in their sleep. Allah takes them in their sleep. The body is sleeping. This body is sleeping, but functional. It's not dead. The heart beating, the blood flowing, and the breathing processes continue, right? So that is called hayat. The body is alive, but the spirit is gone for a time being. And when the time to wake up the body, the spirit comes back. Allah sends the spirit back. This is what it says. That فَيَمْسِكُ اللَّاتِ قَضَى عَلَيْهَا الْمَوْتَ. Allah stop those or keep those spirits when He takes them in the sleep. So Allah keep those whom He already decided death that night, right? So no need to send those spirits back in the world, right? Because they're dead. But وَيُرْسِلُ الْأُخْرَى, and other spirits, Allah send them back إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ مُسَمَّى, to a specific period of time. Let's say if a person is 50, then and the time given or written in his qadr, in his fate, that he will live in this world for 70 years, so he still has 20 years, right? So every night he will go back and then come back and go back until his time of death comes. And then he will go and then stay there. Or he dies in accident or drown or some disease or whatever, goes and then never come back, because body is dead. And the body goes in the qabr, the house. Our house goes and is destroyed. This is what exactly happened. So any question you have at all? Do you understand what the real concept here, what the Quran is telling you exactly? Step by step. You must understand the difference between maut and fought and hayat. Hayat is the living force, electric current, you can say, that keeps the body alive. Thought is the process of where the spirit coming and going.
Yeah.
This is thought. Thought is happening. Escape.
Yeah.
Body escaping from spirit escaping from here, or to go to heavens and then come back from heaven to the body again.
Yeah.
This is again and again is happening. That's thought.
Mm.
And the other thing that need to have you need to understand the difference between ruh and spirit, soul. The
Yeah.
soul and the spirit.
Mm.
The soul is the life current that keeps the body alive, and the spirit is the real self, human being.
Yeah.
That is a spirit. It's made of a spirit.
Mm.
That is being tested in this world. That's why the spirit come in the body and stay for 50, 70, 80, 100 years and do good deed or bad deed, whatever, right?
Mm.
And then the book is written. We already made the video about that. So this is what the process is, and this is what happened to Jesus. And this is exactly, I hope, people watch this video and try to understand this exact phenomena this is what happened. All right. So we're going to finish the video here. And this is it. Any question you have? Any?
No.
No? All right. So bye for now, everyone. And there was something that I wanted to say, but okay, forget it. If I remember, I'll mention that in the next video. But this is about the Jesus Christ crucifixion on the cross.
Mm.
And Imran Hussain and David Wood, and the misunderstanding happening to this guy, David Wood. All right, so this is it for now. And let me close this. And what were you saying, that how we can close it faster?
Don't try it down. Just close it right.
Okay, stop sharing. Okay, and then close and then